Hello and welcome to Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the new EVELO Delta electric mountain bike in for testing and review. EVELO has recently launched a whole new lineup of electric bikes, and this is their new hardtail mountain bike that has the plus size 3-inch wide off-road tires and a whole bunch of other interesting features which we'll check out here in a minute. This is an overview video of the bike, and you can check out the full review at electricbikereport.com. So with that, let's get into the details. So EVELO offers two different models in the Delta. They offer the fully loaded, which is this model, and they offer the premium. Now the fully loaded has some higher quality component spec in the Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, the RockShox Reba front suspension fork, the FSA handlebar and stem, and FSA seat post. There's a little bit of difference in the pricing, and you can check the EVELO website for the latest on those. So EVELO has definitely put a lot of work into the overall frame design of the Delta. These are hydroformed aluminum tubes, and you can see just how they smoothly blend together there at the head tube. And then coming down the down tube, they've integrated the battery onto the down tube well, so you've got good weight distribution for the battery, as well as that mid-drive motor. You can see the frame or the tube attachments there at the mid-drive motor mount, and having the battery and the mid-drive motor located there is just good central weight distribution for nice overall handling of the bike. You can see that the top tube slopes down quite a bit, so it can fit a good number of riders, and then they've got this reinforcement piece that creates that triangulated section at the seat tube, and right here you've got plenty of clearance with those big 3-inch wide tires. Have the rear rack mount on the seat stays there, and then you can see the dropouts there at the NuVinci rear hub. So overall, a lot of good details on the frame, a lot of attention to detail. They make both a small and large frame size. So this is the 48 volt 11.6 amp hour lithium battery that sits right on the down tube here, and right down here you've got the charge port for the charger, and you can charge the battery on or off the bike. Can be removed, and then this is your battery level indicator right there. So to remove the battery pack, use one of the supplied keys. There's 4 of them. Turn to the side and push the battery to the side there. Comes off just like that. Here's a look at the full battery pack, and there's the charging port again, and here's a look at the frame once the battery has been removed. So here's a look at the battery and the charger. The battery can be charged on or off the bike, and it takes about 4 to 6 hours to fully charge an empty battery. So this is the 750 watt mid-drive at the crank area. This is a Bafeng mid-drive system, and 750 watts of power is a lot of power at the mid-drive. So the Delta can really get up and go. And it has 5 different levels of pedal assist, and there's also the throttle option. So this is a Class 2 electric bike per the California law, and a lot of other states are adopting similar laws. And the 750 watt mid-drive powers back to the NuVinci N380 continuously variable rear hub. And what's really interesting about this is that there's no specific gear ratios. Like when you have a traditional derailleur and cog set, there's very specific gear ratios that you're selecting with that. But with this, you've got the full range from the low to the high, and it's a 380% gear range between there. So as I'll show you in a little bit, it's basically like adjusting the volume dial on a radio. You just really tune in exactly where you feel comfortable pedaling, and it's just very easy to fine-tune that as you're riding. And the other cool thing is that the NuVinci hub can handle the 750 watts of power plus your pedal power through that system. And some of the derailleur systems, they're not totally designed for that, and it definitely there's a bit of wear and tear over time, but the NuVinci system can handle that very well. And it's also a sealed system, so there's really no maintenance per se, and it's just a really nice feature. It's very easy to use and get used to, so it definitely gives the Delta a very unique and clean riding experience. So the fully loaded model comes with the RockShox Reba RL suspension fork. It says 120 millimeters of travel, and it is sized to fit the plus size 3-inch wide tires. It has the lockout on the top, so right now it's in the fully open position, so it can handle a lot of rough off-road terrain. But if you're riding on the roads and it's mostly smooth and you want an efficient ride, you can lock out the fork that way. It also has the through axle design, so it provides a nice solid side-to-side wheel stability. So here's a look at the Schwalbe knobby neck tires. These are the 27.5 by 3-inch wide tires, and these are considered the plus size tires, and they really kind of fit that sweet spot between a full fat tire, which is like 4 inches wide, and a traditional mountain bike tire, which is around 2 to 2.3 inches wide. And the advantage of these is that you can really lower the tire pressure down to get a lot of traction, as well as they have a bit of suspension effect because of the air volume in these tires. And they can handle all sorts of different terrain, similar to the full fat tire sizes, but they're also just a nice tire for zipping around the city too, because they really provide that comfortable ride. All right, let's take a look at the handlebars. So first of all, right in the center, you've got the display here, and you've got information like your current battery level, your odometer, your current speed, your pedal assist level, your wattage that the motor is putting out, and you can see over here we've got the control pad, and this is basically the on-off button here. This is controlling your different levels of pedal assist, the up and down arrows, and this is your thumb throttle right here. So as you see here, we can vary the 5 different levels of pedal assist, and you can go all the way down to 0, which is no pedal assist, and so you can vary a lot in there. And then there's also ways to turn on the backlight for the display so that you can see well at night. There's also the walk mode, which you can use via the control pad to basically engage the motor to provide a couple miles per hour of assistance going up stairs and other steep hills that you may be pushing the bike up. So some nice features built in there. And then over here you've got the lock-on grip. You can see the lock-on collars there, that hydraulic front disc brake lever. And over here is the rear disc brake lever, and then the NuVinci continuously variable shifter. And so we were talking about the continuously variable shifting before, but you can really see that this is it's a twist grip, but there's no indexing to it. It's just a very smooth dial, basically like adjusting the volume on a radio. And you can see the terrain is changing in the display there, and so it gives you an idea of where you are in the gear range overall, that 380% from low to high. So just a really nice, simple system to use, very easy to get used to riding. So here's a look at the Tektro Aruga hydraulic disc brakes. This is the front here, and it has a 180 millimeter rotor, both on the front and the back. The Tektro hydraulic disc brake levers, these have sensors so that when you grab the brakes, the pedal assist will stop. And on the back here is the rear hydraulic disc brake that's attached to the NuVinci continuously variable rear hub. So the Delta comes with the Selle Royale saddle that you see here. Has like a mid-width profile to it, and pretty comfortable all around for off-road and on-road riding. And they also have the perfect saddle guarantee. So if this particular seat doesn't quite suit your riding style and needs, they will make sure that you get the right saddle with their perfect saddle guarantee. So check out their website for more information on that. So here's a closer look at the alloy platform pedals. Definitely a lot of grip on here, and good for off-road and on-road riding. Alright, so that is the overview of the EVELO Delta electric mountain bike. You can check out the full review at electricbikereport.com, and that includes a bunch of detailed pictures, specifications, ride characteristics, range test results, pros, cons, and overall thoughts, all at electricbikereport.com.